This is Open Source Story, an experiment in social screenwriting. Last week, we dropped the first 3 pages of your script. Since then, we've seen a little bit of a shift in the comments coming in, leaning a little bit more towards genre and even a few trolls.
We are trolls, big black holes instead of souls.
Here's the updated script. If you're only interested in hearing the new pages, skip ahead to 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Interior dance studio day. A silhouette dances. The rhythm is slow, it builds and becomes frantic. A sudden stop. Chloe sits down, she pants and sweats on a bench in the corner of a small dance studio. She moves up to wipe the sweat with a towel, revealing the figure of a man outside through the window. A sound is heard, followed by the shutting of a door. Chloe turns her head to see a guy with no name yet stands before her. His crooked nose, thin lips, and dead eyes stare back at her. Chloe's eyes light up for a moment.
You're alive.
Not for long.
A guy with no name yet opens his coat to reveal he is bleeding on his left side.
I need your help. One last time.
Chloe looks in horror at the wound. Her expression changes.
You're a bastard for coming back. I've made a life for myself.
As a guy with no name yet sits down in exhaustion, Chloe stands and begins to inspect his wound.
What did you do? I can't even seem to find a...
Suddenly, Chloe's vision blurs. A guy with no name yet stands up, no longer in pain as he had been before. Chloe stumbles to the ground. Chloe sees a guy with no name yet pull a towel from his coat and wipe the liquid from his side.
I couldn't risk you refusing. Forgive me.
Everything goes foggy, then black. Interior car day. The blurry mash of trees and snow are seen through the backseat car window of a nondescript vehicle. Chloe lays across the back seat and struggles to keep her eyes open. She works to get upright. Her head is hanging, and she takes a deep breath as she lifts it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for things to go down like this.
He passes back a bottle of water. Chloe takes the bottle and squints her eyes at it, then sluggishly attempts to open it.
Drink that slowly. It should wear off in a few minutes.
Chloe looks at a guy with no name yet through the rearview mirror. The black shirt with white clerical collar stands out.
You're still hunting for it. I thought you would never find me. I assumed you were dead.
A guy with no name yet shares a look through the mirror for a moment, then looks away.
I could have found you anytime I wanted.
Then why didn't you?
Because you didn't want me anymore.
You don't get to claim that. You were 2 steps out the door. Anytime there was another job or another crack dealer.
This isn't why I needed you. I'm not trying to make up for the past.
Chloe drinks the bottle of water, nodding for a guy with no name yet to continue.
I need you to get in today. It's the last job. I don't need you to do anything dangerous. I just need your name and influence.
I've been off the grid for years. What good is my name?
To your family.
Chloe's eyes harden. A guy with no name yet shifts in his seat as her glare meets his eyes in the mirror. She breaks to look out the window. A guy with no name yet pulls a small package out of his coat and passes it back to Chloe. She stares at it a moment, then takes it from him.
You're ruining everything I've done since I've left.
A guy with no name yet meets eyes with Chloe through the mirror.
I know.
You can't save them.
I know.
What don't you know?
A guy with no name yet starts to speak, but stops.
Why did you leave?
Chloe closes her eyes.
You don't need to know, Theodore.
A man with no name yet is revealed to be called Theodore.
Come on.
It's not a story you would understand.
Try me.
Chloe meets eyes with him through the mirror.
Okay, it was 15 years ago.
Interior flashback, house, night.
Not all demons are as awful as in The Exorcist, contrary to what you might think. And my family was as far from it as it gets. We had a commitment to fight those evil urges.
Chloe bobs her head with headphones plugged in, a spoon in her hand, cereal below her. She sings. Albie walks into the room. He holds a laptop. He begins screaming at the screen.
My dad, Albie.
Son of a... I can make this work. If I just had what I needed, I have no idea what's going on. It's just doing random stuff. Where am I?
Chloe laughs at Albie's quirky tantrum. Sam runs in and whips open the fridge.
My brother, Sam.
A frantic look as Sam searches. Sam's face turns to that of a demon, his voice deep and demonic.
No more milk? I'm gonna break!
Top shelf, towards the back.
Sam turns back to normal.
Thank you.
Sam leaves the room.
Just a normal family that doesn't age and constantly fights off the need to destroy humanity.
Chloe puts the bowl in the sink and heads out of the room, head still bobbing. She picks up the book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, and thumbs through it as she starts up a flight of stairs. A look of confusion comes over her. She stares at the half-open door ahead of her. The sound of chomping is heard.
We were just a normal family.
As the door opens, Sam is revealed, chomping on a corpse. Chloe's face turns demonic, and she uses demon super speed, totally a real thing, to rush to Sam and grapples his neck.
Why?
What good is life if I fight my purpose?
Chloe's face turns normal for a moment, She is struck by his statement. She looks down at the bloody corpse. Chloe returns to a demonic face and rips Sam's face back. She then shoves her book promptly down his throat, killing Sam. This leaves an abnormally large lump, but it's cool. We can totally do that with CGI or, a legal waiver on an intern. Albie is heard yelling up the stairs.
Is everything all right up there? I truly have no idea what is going on.
Chloe looks to the door.
What else could I do? I'd not only killed my brother, I realized that even those good demons closest to you could turn evil. I couldn't face Albie. He hardly knows what's going on to begin with, let alone if he needs to question his own morality.
Chloe looks at the window. Interior car, day. Chloe stares out the window.
So that's it?
That's it. I killed my brother.
Theodore pulls the car over.
Your family helped me root out the bad demons from the good. Taught me what being human was. You left Albie defenseless. Over Sam giving into his demonness?
How could I remain in that world? A world where you can't tell what's good, what's real, and what's fake news.
It's getting weird. Admittedly, the comments this week were a little bit trickier to stitch together than the first 3 pages were, but that's all part of the process. And here's some of those comments that went into it. Mary wrote, flashback. Dom wrote, she is a demon or other creature, but her family is a good version of whatever creature she ends up being, so she hunts her own kind. Stuck between 2 different worlds scenario. Can lead to cool drama. Maybe she even has to kill some of her family. So we took the 2 of these, and it seemed like a good opportunity to fill in Chloe's background very slightly. We know she's a good demon. There's some kind of family drama, but they are inherently good. Simon wrote, if you send me your laptop, then I'll finish your story for you. Albina wrote, I couldn't find any story, more like random characters doing random stuff. These 2 were the inspiration for Albie, a well-meaning father figure who doesn't have any idea what is going on at any point in the story. Maybe we elaborate more on him in the future, maybe we just leave him in confusion. We also threw in a shout out to Simon's sly attempt to burgle my laptop, which is actually broke right now, so message me your address, bro, it's yours. Finally, I thought I should mention that James wrote, oh dear, someone who swallowed Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance and choked. This may have been a heckle, but here at Open Source Story, we are far too literal to understand humor. This tragic comment is what led to the murder of Chloe's brother Sam. R.I.P. Rest in pages. Saying that this week's pages took a turn would be an understatement. I have no idea what's going to happen next, but you do. Be sure to comment. There are no such thing as bad ideas. Anything works. Also, if you can't come up with anything at the moment, like, share, subscribe on Facebook or YouTube. Maybe the next video will spark an idea, or maybe one of your friends is a well of knowledge and trollery. I made up that word. Or if you prefer to stay anonymous, leave a comment at www.opensourcestory.xyz with whatever pseudonym you prefer, or maybe even frame a friend if you want. As always, drop that sexy brain juice below.
We are trolls.
We are trolls.
Big black holes instead of souls.
Preying on the weekend just for fun.
Just for fun.
We are trolls, online trolls.
Chaos is our only goal.
Chaos in complete control. We are the trolls.